Federal government say tax reform, they are saying they want to discover or detected deformities or improvement that at the long run to improve our economy, grow our economy, and make our economy more efficient. Ordinarily, if the government is coming up with taxes, for implementation because it's a continuous process. You cannot say because a bill is passed, it cannot be amended, any bill can be amended. But if you look at the level of noise, you look at the level of noise, the level of outcry that is actually predominantly coming from a particular region in Nigeria, you start to think that is it more than economy? Is it political? Is there other underlying hidden agenda or factors that actually reaching those outcries? So, but I want to believe that the federal government is actually doing the right thing because it's not this government that is any serious government actually must from time to time come up with reform. Nobody can tell me that the present tax administration is good. It's not good. Business owners are taxes that are actually affecting servants and low income earners. So if the government, through his economic team, discover that okay, let us reform. Let us change those things that are, ineffective. Let us improve the tax allocation so that Nigerians can, live a good life. The economy can, pick up as expected. We are just saying that Nigeria is the biggest economy in Africa. It's just what we call it, elite tax. In natural sense, if you look at the indicators, remember Nigeria is not actually close to South Africa. It's not close to Kenya. It's not close to Egypt and some other vibrant African economy. So I want to say that the government is actually on the right track by coming the boldness of the government at this particular point in time to say we want to reform our tax administration. I think
want it to remain this way. Like you said, at the beginning, everybody should start with
Yes.
A certain region of this country said one of the leaders of the starting section was saying you are ready to food. One person was saying the starting section is saying let us before. But that's this issue of taxation is not happening. Why are they taking tax that are coming? But this current tax committee said that most of the sorghum that is used to make alcohol are from the north. The fact that they are not taking it, they are contributing to it one way or the other. And then the north takes more sweetened juices in Nigeria. So they categorize every beverage and this, everything that comes with beverage and tobacco is not even up to 3% of the old tax thing. So we should stop making mountain out of wood. I think these people made it's a case for the northerners that they were not even able to make for themselves. But what would you see as the major problem?
Thank you very much. The major problem is the problem of the foundation of Nigerian federalism. In fact, all these issues that we are talking about, they are more of political. Because Nigerian federalism was the foundation was laid on mutual suspicion. It was laid upon mutual suspicion. It was laid upon inter-ethnic rivalry. And I am very happy that we brought the case of Abdulqadir. Who else, who in this world will not like civilization? Who in this world will not like independence? So somebody in the Executive Council that time moved a motion for self-government, and another member of the parliament stood up and moved a counter motion that was ambiguous really, because Anthony was specific since 1956. But somebody stood and said as soon as practical. As soon as practical is no time. And it's because of suspicion really. That section, the section that moved the counter motion was suspicious of Anthony Enaro that came from a particular section or region that you are moving this motion because you knew that you are more educated, you are more exposed, and maybe the British will actually favored you and handed over the country to your region. So that suspicion made one of the leaders of the other region to stood up and move a counter motion that was ambiguous, that did not state anywhere. In fact, that actually led to the 1954 1953 London conference and eventually 1954 Lagos conference. But what I'm saying is, we have some major problems in Nigerian society that are still unresolved because of lack of legitimacy from our government. Many of these people wanted to reallocate any slight opportunity to win the sympathy of and to whether that is sensible, whether that is going to develop Nigeria or because the Western region that shut down, let us take the step and do the action. Let us go to the north. Let us go and tell that this is what we are saying, that people will happen, that they want to stay stagnated. But what happened? They were attacked. And that's the character of 1950. going to, beneficial too, going to benefit sorry from the tax reform. Nigerians don't care. Nigerians don't, but they want to force their representatives. And these representatives do not have that, economic, they are not looking at the economic stability of the tax reform. They are looking from political point of view. They are looking, who is going to lose the most? The president of particular region is going to lose this reform because of the suspicion that that guy is from a particular region. Who are those who are members of the economic system? They are also majority from his region. No, they want to do something that is not good for and look at what happened on the when we were Southerners were actually, speaking against they don't even want to know the benefit of Uga. They don't even want to know that when Uga is actually elected, it's not to reduce, it's not to eliminate them.
comes to Lagos, if Lagos River, they have not told us what Lagos State is, because one of the things that is given is that Lagos State used to get 82% of that, but now with this reform, Lagos State will get 15%. Lagos will be the one up in half. Sokoto State used to get 0.1%, but now Sokoto State will get 0.6%. If that is not encouraging, but it's an improvement for what we used to be. But sir, you see here the price, you are the one doing the analysis. These people are talking in bundle. You don't know what they really have in their mind.
Just like you see, I want to say that, just like I've said really, that it's more political than economic. You know, it's a problem with Nigeria federalism, just like I said. I think we have about 5 or 6 different revenue allocation formulas.
Yes.
Immediately after Nigerian federalism. And one of the first problem of Nigerian federalism is revenue allocation. Despite the fact that that time Nigeria had 3 regions, and these regions actually, to some extent, were independent, economically independent, to some extent. But how did the country, the nation, allocate the revenue that comes to the federation account was a serious challenge.
Exactly.
And that led to formation or establishment of commission upon commission, review and review, reform and reform, to try to arrive at a particular revenue allocation that would be,
There was a time when it was said that the Western region will spend on Lagos, and the Western region will not be able to extract the taxes from Lagos. The taxes from Lagos must give to the federal government.
That was actually what led the action group to say that, threaten that the Western region at that time will have to pull out of Nigeria. Will have to secede from Nigeria. The issue of Lagos was the reason why the Western region threatened to secede from Nigeria. And that actually, buttressed my point of mutual suspicion. The ethnic groups in Nigeria do not trust one another. They do not trust each other. There is this constant suspicion of marginalization. There is this constant suspicion of domination. That no, if you don't take this step, in fact, almost everything in this country do not have economic outlook. Everything is political. Whether it's in naira, in dollar, whether it's infrastructure, everything is political. Because one region is actually want to outdo the other region politically. Don't let them dominate us, because they believe that any region that dominated politically will continue to ride on and take control of the resources of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. So the first thing that came during the commission set up to look into the issue of revenue allocation was the derivation formula. And up to today, we still have the derivation formula, though these Niger Delta, the oil-producing states are actually agitating for more derivation.
The bill actually spelled 21%, but the bill that was agreed by President Ghaly is now given them 13.
No, from time it was 13, except if this current reform.
But the bill that was proposed by President Musa was 21%.
Okay.
But President Muhammadu Buhari retained the 13.
You see, the agitation of the oil-producing states, I think it's 45 or thereabout, or 40.
Yes.
But they are still collecting 13%. So they are still collecting 13%. So the issue is this: a particular region or some particular regions in Nigeria believe that a particular region is contributing less but getting more. Then we have to balance the equation. So, and it has been, discourse in all within the among the elites from these particular the regions, that no, we have to do something about it. If we are talking about true federalism, I think there should be equality. One region should not be serving another region economically. And the argument is this. Then when the reversion formula was adopted, those regions that has or had more population, they said no, they argued that no, those people that live in our region are Nigerians. It doesn't make sense to give less people that have, what do you call it, fewer population, more than people that have, higher population of Nigerians. If the resources belongs to Nigerians and you want to give the resources back to Nigerians, you have to give based on population. That was the argument that nearly defeated derivation. So those people that do not have this, enormous resources, argue that you cannot use derivation because this money or this resources belongs to Nigerians. And we have more people, more Nigerians living in our region than this region that you are giving more. Then they started considering population. Later, an argument came that no, okay, let's look at even development. But at the later stage, a formula now came that, okay, let us look at fiscal autonomy. Don't ever even talk about derivation. Let us talk about fiscal autonomy. Let this region generate and let them also decide how they are going to spend their resources, but let them just contribute to the center. And that is the formula I really love most. That we put every region at...
That is the Swiss formula.
Yes. So every region has start, wake up, work very hard, tap all your resources.
It used to be the northern, the northern Piano pyramid, the southern cocoa, the western cocoa, and the eastern coal. It used to be.
So there is a generational shift. And honestly, there is a generational shift. You cannot compare those people that worked that time, the politicians, that politician we had that time, with these politicians that are there for prosperity. You just want to, buy, what do you call it?
But that's where I'm going. These politicians, they speak as if they speak for the people. The Jews, they are
no.
But now, even when Ahmadu Bello was there, there was the Aminu Kano party.
The NEPO.
Did not agree.
Yes.
Even in the West, first there was the AG and the NCNC Adelabu. When Adelabu died, a fracas came between Awolowo and
Oladoke
Akintola. In the East, then there was Nnamdi Azikiwe, and then there was Okotie Igbo. They did not. I really believe that democracy is meant to be noisy, but here we are. Even in each region, we do not agree on how we should go. So why would some people will just start crying? And the thing is that I think Nigerians are now saying that you say you're speaking for us, but we will find out that your decisions, your policies are self-serving. Nobody is serving the regions you claim to be serving. So where are we? The people that are crying because it's our region, we are being left behind, but we find out at the end of the day that it is because of the elite.
Now let me tell you, there is this. You are not looking at the dangerous aspect of the issue, and I've given you an example. Look at what happened during Enaro's bill. The action group thought that if we are talking about independence, if you are talking about self-rule, let us go to the north, let us go and explain to the people, and people will embrace our idea. They went to Kanu and they were attacked. More than 30 people were killed in the Kanu riot because a particular region wanted to go and sensitize the people of a particular region that the delegates from the delegation was led by Oladoke Akintola actually. They believe that let us go and talk to the people. It's only their politicians that were not ready for self-rule. They underestimated the level of ignorance in the north. They underestimated the level of loyalty of northerners to their politicians, to their leaders. The same thing is still playing now. In fact, it's going to be a big mistake if the federal government thought that let us go and explain to the north. Who are the people that are going to explain to? Whatever you tell them, let the senator go there. They will listen to their senator more than anybody that comes from another region. They don't trust anybody that is not from their region.
They say that they are against the 80% of the people. what they're saying is that we need more consultation, but we all know that by the time we get to January, we're into election season. This government will surely want to run for the second time, and then this will lead to the death of the year.
I have read from, I think I've read from two professors from the north. The latest one was from Professor Isa Pantani. He was actually advocating for, he was advising the president to give more time so that they consult. They knew that if the bill is stepped down now, that forever. And that's exactly what they wanted to achieve. And they did not even care the benefit that small businesses are going to, gain from the reform, the benefit that low-income earners are going to benefit from the, in fact, even poor Nigerians, because almost 82% of consumed goods will not be tax-free, and that's going to, reduce the cost of our foodstuff, reduce the cost of our biscuit and some other for our children. They don't want to know. They don't want to care. They don't want to. They only want to score political points. That is the problem we have. And no, it's not about. It's not about. It's not about. Just like I've given an example. When it comes to this issue of ethnic rivalry, no political party, even no religion. You see Christians and Muslims from that particular region saying the same thing, because their belief, as convinced, as preached to them by their political leaders, is that if we don't fight for this, our religion is going to suffer for it. And everybody will believe. That's what somebody said. Patriotism, Nigerian patriotism is not, it's not the full patriotism. And we have had a president in Nigeria that said, "I am more." He mentioned his region.
Yes.
Than the Nigeria.
So people that vote for me.
So I'm a Nigerian. He's the president of the nation.
But I want to believe this before one day. My governor is the chairman of the Nigerian nation. Basically said he consulted the governors forum, and then time we didn't make the statement that they fought for months before they could use this government. And when they eventually met them, he said they didn't have more than 15 minutes. He said they didn't have more than 15 minutes for them. And then he said they have to present the one that will make the most cry. That was where he cry about the derivation and everything came up. They pushed that to them, and then it was blown away. So, but sir, another thing is that I'm from the state. We have seen everything we make. As much as I would say that I do not agree with you, but it's making a point on radio, on TV, saying this is what I believe, this is what I want to happen. My own organization I just don't position. So does Quora not have a stand in all this? Because Quora is one of the highest democracy states. We are next to Berlin.
And then the challenge you have is the perception of our representative from the state. The last group or crop of representatives that we've had in these states were people like D.S. Olawale, blessed memory. We talk about Wasaraki. Those people that will stand up and talk and do not recognize their voice.
That's why you hear Shagari saying,
exactly.
When you are coming to Quora, you are coming to the heart of the north.
Of the north. So before Quora and Kogi was separated, we have Baba Kogi, this Sunday Awoni was a Christian from Quora then, but whenever he talked, the Northerners would be Northerners talked. Because they knew that they have the intelligence, they have the sincerity, and they actually know what they are saying. You see, it's not about your position, it's about what you have upstairs, and it's about what you can deliver. People know those that can really talk, that will shake the system, and people know those that will talk that will just rubbish what they say. At this point in time, we should have been hearing, just like we have said, voices of our representatives here, making comments, making postulations to know that this is where we stand and this is our and the problem is that they prefer to play second fiddle to some power that be in the north, maybe because of our political agenda, their political ambition. I don't understand, but I think they want to play safe. They don't want to offend the president. I don't want to offend their big brothers in the core north.
I think we are caught in the trap. Thank you very much. I think that is a very good place to leave it. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much, our viewers. It's been a very lengthy, educating, and entertaining one. I think this starts to come to the news and conversation. Still continue to expand the second meeting. And I hope and pray that Nigeria and Nigeria get the best.